This is the War Brief Daily for May 6, 2026. Tonight, we are tracking 5 confirmed developments. A Ukrainian cruise missile strike 1,000 kilometers inside Russia. A massive Russian drone and missile campaign. President Zelensky's unilateral ceasefire declaration timed for tonight. A command shakeup in Russia's aerospace forces. And a leaked intelligence report on Putin's bunker posture. Here is what we know. First, Ukraine struck deep. Overnight, Ukrainian forces hit the VNIIR-Progress defense electronics plant in Cheboksary, approximately 1,000 kilometers from Ukraine's border, using an FP-5 Flamingo cruise missile, a domestically produced weapon developed by the private firm Firepoint. The facility produces navigation and electronic components used in Russian guided weapon systems. OSINT groups Excelenova Plus and Dnipro OSINT confirmed an initial explosion and fire at the plant. A follow-on wave of Lyutyi strike drones was then observed over the city, drawing Russian air defense responses. Here is the metric that tells the full story. For the first time in this war, a missile alert was issued 2,000 kilometers from Ukraine's border, deep in Siberia's Khanty-Mansiysk district. Battle damage assessment is ongoing. Structural damage to the plant is not yet independently confirmed. Second, Russia's air campaign continues at scale. Ukrainian air defense confirmed that on May 3, Russia launched 2 Iskander-M ballistic missiles, 5 cruise missiles, and over 230 drones. Ukraine intercepted all 5 cruise missiles and 175 of the drones. A follow-on attack of 155 drones the following night saw 14 reach their targets across 10 locations. In Marefa, Kharkiv Oblast, an Iskander strike on residential infrastructure killed 7 people and wounded 35 more. ISW documented 15 separate Russian strikes against Kharkiv gas stations in a single week, a deliberate, documented campaign against civilian life. Third, Zelensky declared a unilateral ceasefire beginning midnight tonight, the night of May 5 to 6. Ukraine has received no formal ceasefire proposal from Russia. Zelensky is acting without one, pledging reciprocity if Russia holds. The analytical tension here is direct. Ukraine announced this ceasefire the same night it struck a defense plant 1,000 kilometers inside Russian territory. Whether that represents coordinated diplomatic strategy or internal operational contradiction is a question no outlet is framing clearly right now. Watch this space. Fourth, Russia's aerospace forces have a new commander. Colonel General Alexander Cheko replaces General Viktor Avsalov following sustained criticism from Russian military bloggers over targeting failures and the VKS's repeated inability to stop Ukrainian deep strikes. One detail worth noting, Cheko commanded Eastern Military District forces operating in Bucha in early 2022. He now leads Russian air defense against the same country. Fifth, 2 additional confirmed items. A European intelligence report cited by the Financial Times and CNN states Putin is living primarily in underground bunkers in Krasnodar Krai due to drone assassination fears. ISW corroborates an enhanced security posture. Any coup-related claims in the report should be treated as unconfirmed. Separately and confirmed, Swedish authorities seized the sanctioned Russian Shadow Fleet tanker Jin Hui near Trelleborg on May 3rd. A criminal investigation has been opened. On the ground, ISW confirms 0 territorial gains by either side as of May 5. In Kostiantynivka, a city Russia has been assaulting since October 2024, Russian forces have physically entered just over 10% of the city after 6 months of fighting. That is the operational reality behind the Russian headlines. Watch for Russia's formal response to the ceasefire before Victory Day on May 9th. Watch for BDA confirmation on the Cheboksary plant strike, and track whether Cheko signals any shift in Russian Air Force doctrine. That is your War Brief Daily for May 6, 2026.